Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to MediaViral. My name is Jamie and today we'll be counting down the 10 most dangerous roads in the world. Before we get into this video, please make sure to leave a like rating, hit the bell icon to never miss an upload from us, subscribe to the channel to help us hit the 5,000 subscribers, and remember to share this with all your friends. Coming into the number 10 spot for this video is going to be the Sichuan-Tibet Highway in China. The Sichuan-Tibet Highway is a 2,142 km long highway that is high up in the mountains with a multitude of hairpin turns. The height is bad enough, but this road also has frequent landslides and rock avalanches, which adds to the difficulty of driving along this treacherous route. The road is not paved, making it very dangerous to drive in when it rains or snows, and could end up getting your car stuck if it doesn't handle thick mud very well. Due to multiple traffic jams, the road conditions, and the slow speed you have to go at some points to do this entire road safely, it can take you 15 days to drive the entire 2,142 km stretch of road. In at number 9 we have the Zojila Pass in India. At a scary height of 11,580 foot above sea level, located in the Himalayan mountains, the Zojila mountain pass is not only dangerous because of the narrow one-lane dirt tracks and having no protective barriers at the edge, but is also deemed very unsafe due to the high winds and the heavy snowfall that affects the area most of the year. The reason for this road is to keep the residents of Leyte connected with the rest of the society, but during the winter months this road is normally closed due to snowfall being anywhere from 15 to 24 meters deep. In at the number 8 spot we have the Kolyma Highway, which is nicknamed the Road of Bones in Russia. At 3,082 kilometers, the Kolyma Highway is not a road you want to find yourself driving along even in the best conditions. The road crosses forests, deserts, mountains and mud paths, which becomes a challenge for most vehicles once it starts to rain or snow during the winter, which by the way lasts for 10 months of the year. The temperature can get so cold along this highway that it actually has the lowest recorded temperature in the world outside of Antarctica. The highway is in a state of permafrost, which makes it impossible to lay asphalt on the road even if the Russian government had the resources to do so. The road is nicknamed the Road of Bones due to the amount of people who died whilst constructing the road, many of whom were prisoners of labour workers forced to work on this road during the Stalin era of the USSR. Workers would die from the extreme cold or would be shot if they weren't working fast enough. The bones of the dead constructors are buried beneath the road that is driven on. In at number 7 we have the Guiliang Tunnel in China. Situated in the Henan province of China lies the Taihang Mountains, which has the Guiliang Tunnel running through it. The tunnel was built and finished from 1972 to 1977 and was built by the locals living nearby for an easier access to the village by road. The road has very tight turns and at some points no barriers, making it very dangerous for people driving along this road. In the tunnel parts there are some areas which have walls to stabilise the tunnel. This is probably the safest area of the road as these walls can act as a barrier if the driver were to veer off course. In at number 6 is the Karakoram Highway in Pakistan. The Karakoram Highway stretches 1,300 kilometers and goes through the Karakoram mountain range, which has the height of 4,714 meters. It is one of the highest paved roads in the world, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it is a very dangerous road to drive on. With the sharp hairpin turns and the huge drop-offs, lack of safety barriers and occasionally the road being so narrow that your wheels in the vehicle might be hanging off the precipice of the mountain. The area is prone to avalanches, heavy snowfall, floods and landslides, so it's not a road to be driving on for the unconfident driver. Into the number 5 spot we have the James Dalton Highway in Alaska, USA. Said to be one of the most isolated roads in the world, the James Dalton Highway is one of the most dangerous roads in the world due to the extreme cold temperature, which subsequently makes the road icy and unsuitable for most drivers to navigate on. To travel on this highway you'd have to be very prepared beforehand, as it's the longest stretch of serverless road in North America. This means there are no petrol stations, hotels, restaurants or any other type of services for hundreds of miles. The road was mainly designed for big vehicles such as trucks rather than your small personal family car, so it's highly advised to stay away from this road unless you absolutely have to travel on it. In at number 4 we had the Atlantic Ocean Road, Norway. Due to the way a lot of Nordic countries are set, they have many archipelagos, which means that the residents need to travel from one island to the other, and doing this by boat would not be as quick or effective as having a bunch of roads linking these tiny islands together. In Norway, Atlanterhavsveien, which translates to Atlantic Road, goes through many small islands to connect them together. During the harsh winter months, this road can get extremely deadly as the waves from the ocean can splash over onto the road and it will take any vehicle with it. Though this road has a known danger to it, it's a very popular tourist attraction as it also gives a breathtaking view for drivers and passengers going along this route. the weather conditions in this area of Norway can change drastically. Sun can turn into snow and winds of 30 miles an hour or more can pick up out of nowhere, which will test even the most skilled drivers. In at number 3 we have the Passage du Gois in France. This natural passage is unlike any other on the list. Though this bit of road only goes on for 2.58 miles, this road can only be driven on very specific times of the day because the road actually floods twice a day. If you get the timing wrong, then you will simply be washed away in the ocean. At high tide, the road lies under 4 meters of water. You have to drive slowly and carefully on this road because once the tide washes away, the road is covered in seaweed and water, which makes for a very slippery road surface. It is forbidden to park your car on the road itself, and the area is prone to getting thick fog. If you get stuck in the road and you find yourself getting flooded, there are towers built for people to swim to and stay safe until rescued. However, the vehicle will most probably be washed away by the time the tide dies down. In number 2 we have Ferry Meadows Road in Pakistan. Located in Pakistan, Ferry Meadows Road is considered one of the most dangerous roads in the world. Since its construction hundreds of years ago, it has never been maintained. The road is unpathed and there are no guardrails at the side, leaving you more vulnerable if you were to make a judgment of error. The road gets so narrow by the end of it that it requires the last stretch of road to be completed by foot or bike, as a car will be too wide to fit. Ferry Meadows Road is closed during the snowy and icy weather for safety concerns and is open in the summer months for people to travel on. Most people who travel on this road are trekkers who set out to climb Nanga Parbat, the 9th highest mountain in the world and the 2nd highest in Pakistan, just behind K2. And coming down into the number 1 spot we have the Road of Death in Bolivia. Finally finishing off this list is the Road of Death in Bolivia. With an estimated 200 to 300 deaths per year, the road is known to be prone to treacherous landslides, and if you end up going over the edge, you'll have a 1,000 meter drop to deal with. Bad weather conditions make this road even more arduous to tackle. With rain making the mud path slippery, thick fog in the winter and dust clouds from the dirt in the summer, drivers have to take extreme precaution to make sure they aren't going to make a mistake that will cost them their lives. However, in the 90s there was an alternative route built purely to lessen the traffic on the Road of Death. This doesn't however veer people away from the adrenaline of driving on the Road of Death. Do you know of any dangerous roads or highways I've missed out in this video? Comment them down below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. Hit the bell icon to be notified of a new upload and comment any suggestions down below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.